Chat button.
There's the top left. There's a chat button. And it'll pop it up on the right-hand side.
Where's the chat one?
It's a blue.
Oh, okay. There we go. We got chat. Okay. Done. Are we live now?
It says we're live.
Yeah, cool. All right. We'll get the hang of this one day.
Yeah. So eventually we'll get the hang of the hangout. So now chat is working, correct?
Yeah.
Do you think you have to be a Google Plus member to chat?
Well, maybe. Okay, so now we have the chat feature going, and so that can work. Let's see about the people can see.
Good evening.
Later, bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. It's back in action.
All right. Finally, I can work again.
So right now it's going to show our faces, but not our lovely drawings. Unless I click on it.
Well, yeah. I'm going to have to, when we get this sorted out, I'm going to have to point the camera directly at this screen.
Yeah.
But for now, I have no idea what you can see. This would be a good way for editors to keep on top of where we are with these pages.
Oh, God.
Yeah, totally. And kind of horrible at the same
I
time.
don't want that.
No, I'm not saying I'd want it,
Don't suggest it.
but it might be good motivation.
So with the sound off, the camera will never go to this other screen that actually shows my drawing desk unless I switch it. But once I switch it, I don't know how to change the...
So you can't put it back.
Yeah, I can't go back, and it's just stuck. Then I manually have to do the camera stuff.
You should start hiring someone part-time to do the camera work.
If only there was someone else here in the room
Hey.
who could host this thing
Who
and
is
work the
doing your
camera.
own thing.
Oops.
I'll do it for the roadie.
So, is that the deal? We need a host?
Daniel will work for Roti.
Working for roadies.
No, I don't think we need a host. I just think that probably most of the time, I think you can just leave it on your page.
Yeah, really.
How often do you want to be staring at your face?
Sure, let's move this.
Yeah, just switch it when you have something important to say.
I always have something important to say.
Sure. When you're really invested in what you've got to say, you can switch it over.
Yeah, and then it'll just switch to your face. You'll be like, oh shit, something good is happening here.
Or actually, Andy, you know what you could do? You could leave it on auto by muting your main camera and having the microphone on your phone working. That way it would always be on your page.
But then it would never go to the big one, right?
You could do a drum beat.
You could do it manually.
Yeah, but then the back and forth will be off.
Yes.
Well, this one's not bad. There we go. People might be able to see me draw.
A little bit of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
You have to actually draw something for that to happen.
I am drawing, Carl. But there's no real point to having my second camera going. So, let's turn it off. Boom.
You're turning it right off?
Yeah, there's no need for it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
It's pointless.
Is that
Now I'm drawing. Where is Prince? Prince! Come here.
Let's talk about your account. But
Come here.
Prince Andy.
yeah.
Come here, Prince. There he is. Come here. Up. Yeah, there you are. That's Prince.
That's a good photo right there.
Prince is a crazy dude. He's a half white shepherd, half greyhound. He's pretty nuts. I'm not sure what's going on with the sound either. The sound's being kind of wacky. So, anyway. The nice thing about this is when you were talking about editors would be able to keep track of us as we're Google hanging out. I'm drawing in blue pencil, and I don't think anyone can actually see what I'm drawing.
No one can see what I'm drawing either because the camera's only on you.
Aw.
The camera's what?
Oh, is it doing the auto cam?
Yeah, it's auto camming.
Okay. How do you turn that back on?
It just comes on when you first open it, and I have no idea where the button is to keep it going. These are, we should have a page where we write this stuff down.
Do a tutorial.
How do we turn back on the loading camera? There we go.
Do you know? Did it tell you?
Well, I made a note. Making notes.
Oh, you're
Let's
making
see.
a note to ask?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a note to like figure that
I thought you were just looking it
shit
up.
out, I'll figure her out.
See, that's the kind of thing someone online could probably just tell you. Is anyone even watching this?
Yeah, 6 people.
Seriously?
One of those people must know how to turn that camera back on.
Ask the audience.
Crowdsource it.
Yep.
Did you know that Star Citizen is the most crowdsourced anything of all time?
What is?
Star Citizen, Chris Roberts' new game. Did you ever play Wing Commander
Yeah, of course.
back and Privateer?
Yeah.
You haven't seen anything about Star Citizen?
Oh.
Oh my God! It's basically like I can't even really call it a follow-up. It's like part flight sim, like space flight sim, part massive MMO, part first-person shooter. It's just this hugely ambitious, massively crowd-funded project. It looks like the ultimate video game. Like if it actually happened, it's going to be a massive time suck. It's working now. I mean, like they've got like millions and millions and millions of dollars in like Kickstarter money and donations and stuff, and then people buying ships and things that. I mean, I think there's like a working beta or something. Not even a beta, like a test build of part of the engine.
Okay.
You should watch it. I posted a link to a video about it. I think maybe I didn't. Anyway, I'll send you a link.
But this isn't Wing Commander.
No, it's like Wing Commander. It's like what Wing Commander would have seemed like in your head if someone had told you about it when you were
Oh.
12 years old.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
It looks amazing. I only brought it up because it's super crowdsourced.
You funded it?
I didn't actually, but every time I look at it, I think about
Oh,
throwing some money at it.
I see.
I'm not convinced it's ever actually going to come out in like a complete form.
Right. Hence your...
Well, also, I don't have time to actually do anything with it.
Okay. Great story.
It is a good story. Now you know what stars it is.
Well,
You still need to play Journeys.
Yeah, you do.
Or less big time sucker.
Yeah, you
they're all
can
time suckers, but they're
Journey
worth it.
in a couple hours.
Yeah, Journeys only 2 hours.
2 hours of greatness.
Awesome.
Might be 3 hours. I don't know.
Beautiful.
It's really, really good.
So, Carl, would you say you're a Mad Max guy?
Not at all. I've never.
No, you're not
I've
really
never
into
seen
Mad
a
Max,
full
are you?
Mad Max.
Yeah. So all this new Mad Max business is just lost on you. You're like, who cares?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not super into the whole post-apocalyptic
No?
setting stuff. If it had giant robots in it, I might be more interested.
They don't have giant robots, but it looks like they got some pretty sweet cars, and what looks to be like some pretty sweet car stunts are going to be seen. That's going to be pretty badass. So, because you said that I look like Dean today, he called you a beardist.
No, but I heard that.
As in a racist?
Yeah,
That
I
you're a
heard
beardist.
that, but
and then the
that's
guy on the
not
street
fair.
that called me Dean as well was also being beardist.
That guy might have been beardist, but I said it because of your sweater.
Oh, it's because of my sweater.
Yeah, not your beard.
Okay. But I don't know that I've ever seen Dean wear a cardigan.
It wasn't.
He wears sweaters like
He
that.
wears big hoodies, and it wasn't so much that it was a sweater. It was just the kind of colorful nature of it, and like the way it fit.
Right.
One time I saw him wearing a graphic sweater.
Anyway, it's not an insult. Dean usually looks pretty good.
No, I mean, he's always done up. I'm just trying to be an individual and beautiful snowflake that is one of a kind.
You wear no clothes, you can wear one of a kind.
Like, just drop them and they just fall off.
Yeah.
Well, it would be really weird
No one can wear
if I walked down the street naked and people were still like, "Hey, dude."
Yeah, that would be really weird.
I'm gonna put my sweater on. This is our Mr. Rogers moment.
You should wear your funky sweat pants and shit.
Oh, my Zoobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a whole box of Zoobas. Here, let's show the audience.
Hey, can we get this show funded if you wear your Zubas every day?
Oh, maybe. I'll talk to Dan.
That'd be sweet.
So, when people ask me, what's with the Zubas? And I say, oh, you know, I'm slightly sponsored by Zubas. I kind of mean it. Check this out. I just got this box this week. Pretty sweet. Sent Dan some comics. It's blue hoodie. Tight. Very cool. Very nice. Blue one.
If someone wants to send us video games, I would happily review
Yeah.
them.
Zubas t-shirts. Sweet.
If someone wants to send me a copy, a PS4 and a copy of Destiny, I would talk a lot about it.
Our show is in
These
no way
6
sponsored
viewers
by Zubas.
are reason enough to sponsor this show.
Green and yellow.
You just having that.
Ooh, this one's one of my favorite. It's almost tiger.
That was almost mine.
Orange, black.
Oh no, blue. The blue one was almost mine.
This is blue one to match the hoodie.
I did get one, but I rejected the blue one and took.
I gave Carl a pair of the camouflage. Red, very nice. If I have to hide on Mars, these are ideal. Another blue.
Well, there's
Another
a lot of blue. You could probably get. If you, yeah, if you bat your eyes at Andy, I'm sure he'll give you a pair of Zubas.
Check this out. Another T-shirt. This is like such a Wayne's World moment. Anyway, that's just one of the boxes I got this week.
And you seem to have far too many of those.
Of what? Zubas?
Where are they going?
I wear them all at night.
Many people.
Yep. And this is my Mondo hoodie with the pattern from the carpet of the Shining. All right. So I'm designing a room in space. Carl, what are you working on over there?
I'm still working on page 13.
Oh, you just told your editors what page you're on.
I know what page I'm on. I've been uploading stuff as I go.
Oh.
Carl's actually
We have an open relationship. There's a lot of communication going on.
I would think an open relationship with your editor is the best thing you can do.
Yeah, it is.
They just want to be in the loop. They want to know that you're not, you know.
Oh, hang on. Brendan sent me something really important here.
Oh yeah, what did Brendan send?
Let me just open
If
it.
it's like an AV technical question,
Oh, man. It's pretty great.
what's it say?
It's a photo.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way for me to...
Did he send it through the?
He sent it through text.
Oh.
It is a photo of a rabbit attacking a black cat.
That's very important.
It's really good. You probably can't see it.
And the sky became black as sackcloth, and the moon became as blood, as rabbits attacked cats
Well,
all over the world.
I'll just post it to Twitter. That's what I do when Brendan sends me stuff like this. There you go.
I really feel like next time I'll clean my desk. This is the character that holds my iPhone when we do this. San Diego Special Edition Vincent Price. It's pretty sweet.
So just the other morning, I was working on a little video
Yeah.
to try and make my eyebrows go viral.
All right.
I have
What?
dancing eyebrows.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dancing to a song?
Oh yeah.
What song?
Rolex sweep.
Oh. If it was a song from Flashdance, I would have been like really impressed.
Oof, I can do it. I need some partners in crime and getting this thing viral.
Your
Well,
eyebrows?
we've got 6 viewers here.
No, 7, dude.
7 viewers, so
7 people are watching
probably
this right now.
get your video out.
This is just a test. One day will be more interesting. That is for sure.
I don't think we're getting more interesting than this. Uh-oh, Andy.
What's up?
I've hit the part of this panel that requires a background.
Oh. Backgrounds are as much characters as the characters are.
I know that, but the problem is I don't actually know what the
So if
background
you're a comic artist and you pussy out on backgrounds, you're a pussy. Right? Or you're just going to black it out.
No, I have to draw something there, but
Okay, what are you drawing?
Huh? It is a courtyard of the school between the 2 dorms, and it's the first time I'm drawing it today. So there's like a giant panel of it at the top that I haven't done yet, and then this is the reverse angle of it in this panel. So I'm going to ignore it until I draw the top one, so I actually kind of know what the environment looks like.
Would that also be known as procrastinating, Carl?
It's not procrastinating because I legitimately need to figure out what this space looks like. So it makes more sense for me to do the larger view of it, the establishing shot of it first, and then extrapolate what the reverse angle might be.
Wouldn't it be cool if we came up with a new name for Google image search that you're about to do?
I'm not going to do that.
Like, how about
Like
you're
that-
about to negotiate it.
I don't know if anyone can see
You're
this.
about to, like, you're going
I've
to
got several images of like different school courtyards here from all over the place, including the one I drew in issue 1.
That was a good-looking courtyard.
Thanks.
Did you ever play the video game Bully?
No, I knew you were going to ask that for some reason.
There's a lot of, for some reason, Bully reminds me a lot of what you're doing. The way it looks, at least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot of courtyards.
Oh. No, I should play it. It's really cheap. You can get it super cheap.
Yeah, it's getting to be an older game now.
It's PS2, right?
Yeah.
PS2 or PS1?
No, PS3.
No,
Is it PS2?
I think so.
Maybe right at the end. I have it for PlayStation 3.
I think it was a PS2 game that they re-released or made available on.
Anyway, it's really good because you're a bully, and I like bullies. So, I guess in uncomic-related news, what video game are you playing? I was about to talk about shootings and stuff like that, and then I was like, I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
that. What games are you playing right now, Carl?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Andy.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I am playing. I'm not playing much of anything because these deadlines are kind of nuts. But I was playing Ni no Kuni on the PS3 very slowly because it's incredibly long. But the other night, because I'm working here late all the time on Gotham Academy, I got home and I thought, oh, I kind of want to just play something fun and mindless. So I thought, I'm a PlayStation Plus subscriber, so I went through my list of kind of like queued free games that I've been building up over the last year or two, and I thought I would try the DC Universe Online game. Have you ever tried that?
No, how is it?
Well, it's. Do you know what it is? It's like it's a giant MMO. It's like World of
Don't you have to make your own dude? Like
yeah,
your own
you can make a superhero.
What kind of superhero are you? Like, what do you look like?
You can do whatever. I mean, you can pretty much make anyone in the DC universe, from what I can tell.
Okay. Could I make Randy Macho Man Savage?
You can make something close to it.
Okay.
I mean, there's a variety of capes and goggles and headgear and superheroes.
Okay.
So yeah, probably. Well, first of all, let me go back to the beginning. I was going to play this, and then I started to download it, but it is like 25 gigabytes or something.
Okay.
It was extremely slow, so I didn't get to play it that night or the next night. And then finally, I got it downloaded, and I played a little bit. I did some character creation and a little bit of, like, I guess, just the tutorial stuff. But I made two characters. I made an Olive Silverlock character from Gotham Academy and a Maps character.
Oh, you made your characters.
Yeah, I thought that would be fun because there are like school outfits you can use.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was sort of cute. But then I got kind of I was put off because I was trying to make them look like children, and you can, except like I think I chose the smallest child body type.
Okay.
They're really tiny. They're super tiny. They look almost like, not like the Wasp tiny, but like freakishly small. So already I was sort of pissed that I didn't want to go back and change it because it took too long.
Would you say like you're like Warwick Davis small?
You're more like the Gump small from Legend.
Okay, yeah.
Or Mr. Tumnus. No, he wasn't that small, was he? Anyway.
Who was the one that looked like the little newt guy from the Hercules cartoon?
That was Mr. Tumnus.
Oh, that was?
That was Newton from the Hercules cartoon. But he's just a fawn, really, right?
Okay, but there's a fawn in Legend.
That's the Gump.
Oh, that's the Gump.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I played this thing a bit last night. I turned it on and I played I finished the tutorial thing, and then you can, I guess, depending on your character type or what you make or the options, you end up being, you can have either Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman as a sort of mentor.
Okay.
And so I had Superman. And
Lame.
And well,
dude, I totally, if I was a superhero, would have Wonder Woman as my mentor.
Yeah, why is that?
Because I would like to hang out with Wonder Woman all day. It'd be really sweet.
Well, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I got into the kind of main world, and then it just, I talked to Superman a little bit, and then I ended up having to get a bunch of weird, like, just sort of simple MMO style quests. And so I went out to do these quests, and the first quest was I guess Gorilla Grodd was trying to devolve a lot of humans, so he had a whole lot of gorilla minions, apes all over this beach, beating people up and trying to devolve them. So I had to spend a bunch of time beating up apes, and that was okay. That was fun for like 15 minutes, but it just kept like the quest kept building on that, and it kept going and going and going, and I got really bored, and then I just deleted the whole game.
So if you were running around beating up apes, would you say that the video game you were playing was apesist?
No.
Okay. Because it sounds like it might have been a little bit apesist.
Well, Gorilla Grodd would probably agree. I figure if you're not hooking me with a Gorilla Grodd story, then you're not
doing very well.
Anything. Because I really like Gorilla Grodd.
If you watch the new Flash, they have a little nod to Grodd. A nod to Grodd. Anyway, he might be in it.
Yeah, so I deleted it.
Oh.
I just erased the whole game because I
I
thought I don't want to do these quests over and over again.
Yeah, okay.
And this game is 25 gigabytes, and it's really hogging up a lot of space on my hard drive.
Classic.
And I thought I'd rather like play Alien Isolation.
Yeah, so did you get it?
No, I didn't, but why don't you tell me more about Alien Isolation?
Okay, so it's scary. You're Ripley's daughter, and you basically get on a ship to get the black box flight recorder from the Nostromo, and the ship that you're on is the same class as the Nostromo, and essentially looks identical to the Nostromo.
Do you know what the class is?
No, I forget. They tell you. I love drawing analog computers. They're amazing. Like really old ones.
Did you ever have one?
I don't know if we had like a really old one, like a Commodore.
Analog computer, like tape drives, that kind of thing.
No, I think the oldest computer that I remember seeing at my house, a friend's house, was a Commodore 64.
Oh, we had a VIC-20.
And a Commodore 64, they had the big black floppy drives, right?
Yeah, all computers did at the time.
Yeah.
We had a VIC-20 which predated the Commodore 64, and we learned in school, because I'm ancient, we learned on the Commodore PET.
Ooh, nice.
PET? Probably not.
That's pretty good.
Sorry, go on. Alien Isolation. I totally.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm running around, scared out of my mind. You know, it's pretty crazy. Ivan Brandon is texting me saying he has a flight to Edinburgh, but no place to stay.
Oh. Why don't you give him your room? Are you going?
Yeah, maybe I'll give him my room. I should be staying here and making comics.
Such dedication.
Yeah. There are comics to be made. Everything I've seen from Drifter looks insane.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
It makes me want to cry.
When's it out?
Soon, I think November. I think they could have like a little party for it in Thought Bubble. But wow, it looks totally amazing. See, now Ivan and Jason are going to Edinburgh, and I'm like, want to go. Matt Forsyth, Ivan, Jason. That sounds pretty fun. That's it, I'm going.
You are?
My book got pushed to later.
Okay. I guess you're not as dedicated as I thought.
Yeah, clearly not.
Do you have fear of missing out?
I do have fear of missing out.
Oh.
Life is short. So,
if you don't stop and look around once in a
If
while.
you don't stop and look around once in a while, you got it.
Would you say that is John Hughes' best film?
Ferris Bueller? I don't know. It's really good, but I like The Breakfast Club.
I like The Breakfast Club too, but I think Bueller is probably his best.
It is really good. Okay, so I've designed a very nice perspective and shot of this space room.
Yeah. Can you see it on the camera?
I don't know. The little squares are in my way, but it's blue pencil, so probably not too much. I think they can see a little bit. This is like a layout page, and then from here, I take these pages and scan them in, and then blow them up big on the bigger pages. And then I go back in and pencil a little bit. But I've done this, and there's no... This room is supposed to be full of people. And I haven't put the people in. So, shit. What do you do? Maybe I'll go in with black pencil after
Why
and put
can't
the
you
people
put
in.
the people in?
I can.
Isn't it easier now that you've got your perspective grid?
Yeah, it's probably going to be easier. Anyway, Alien Isolation is just a really good-looking game and kind of great. I'm not gonna full-on say visual research for the comic I'm doing right now, as much as it just gets me excited for wanting to make the comic I'm working on right now.
Visual fuel.
Yeah, it's visual fuel. Like, I look at it, there's awesome analog stuff in it. It's all super lo-fi. Exactly the kind of stuff that I want to be making right now. It's going to be really cool.
Did you hold up your double-page spread
Oh,
to show everyone?
I can show everyone the double-page spread really fast. Because this book doesn't come out until March.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
that doesn't matter.
are people allowed?
Oh, there we go. There, you saw it? That's all you get. Bang.
Yeah. But I mean, guess what? You can just pause it.
How does your editor feel about people seeing the project?
Well, it's weird. I don't really have an editor. I have a publisher. And I think with Image Comics, you're kind of the boss,
That's true.
right?
What about
So-
Carl?
In my case,
Carl's
I
different.
probably shouldn't be showing any of this stuff. But
Yeah.
but I feel like I am making a decision to go ahead and show it because there's nothing spoilery on this page. And my feeling has always been that showing as much as you can of the stuff you're working on is always best. It's not just, I mean, it's not just hype, it's just interest. I mean, I personally, I like process. Like I like watching people working on
It's interesting.
things. So it wouldn't prevent me from buying the book. So why not show it? That's my feeling. Hopefully you like it enough after watching this that you're more interested in it.
Yeah. Well, usually when you see what a little hint of the magic that goes on behind it.
DC might disagree.
Yeah.
What's that?
DC might disagree, but
Yeah, they're going to disagree with you. They're going to be like, yo, dude, what's up?
I'm
Why
gonna
are you on TV
go
showing all
ahead
your
and
work?
disagree with you on that.
On TV and YouTube. Why are you on the television?
Why are you broadcasting to the whole world?
Why are you on that there television?
Here's a spoiler. This has never happened before. I'm putting maps in pants instead of her schoolgirl.
Oh, that's a no-no.
I just decided that right here on this
That's gonna
page.
lower sales.
Now, are those like Catholic pants that that the boys wear?
No, she's wearing she's on like kind of a mission, and so she's wearing some cargo pants filled with gear and a backpack.
Oh,
So I think it's pretty badass.
so you're gonna rock some Rob Liefeld pockets.
Yeah, totally.
Pockets, yeah. For the record, Carl is a crazy Liefeld fan.
I love Rob.
He's a super Liefeld fan, and I didn't
I'm looking at a
understand.
pocket right now.
Yeah,
In
and I
fact,
really didn't understand the love for it. I was really confused by it. I mean, with the guys I kind of grew up looking at, I was like, really? But then I've watched a few documentaries on Rob now with Carl, and I think Rob Liefeld is a genius.
Basically showed Andy the error.
Yep. I'm super on Team Liefeld. He's wicked. Seems like he doesn't have much of a filter, which I like. Speaks his mind, which I like. The thought process behind his artwork makes perfect sense for the time that it came out. You know, a lot of people may not like Jackson Pollock or Lichtenstein or some of those, you know, any artist who came out at a certain time, but the time period that they came out reflected the artwork that they made. And I think for the time period that Rob Liefeld came out, his artwork was amazing. And that guy made bank.
We should link to that article.
Yeah. I don't know that I turned on the shared article feature.
It was, you know, I follow, I think,
Okay,
Sarah Horrocks. She goes by the name Mercurial Blonde on Twitter. She's a fantastic writer, anyway, and her Tumblr feed is really inspiring all the time.
Okay.
But I think it was her write-up, and it was like a 3-part.
On the Rob Liefeld?
Yeah, it was like a 3-part analysis.
Was that on the Inkstuds one or the other one?
No, that was just on her site, and then the Inkstuds thing was just like a long interview with Rob, which was also good.
Yeah, that one was amazing. The one for Inkstuds was just wicked. There's another guy that I think is amazing. Brendan Graham.
Brendan Graham,
yeah, he's awesome. I think Prophet is one of the best comics I've read in a few years. It's really good.
That one really caught my eye actually when I saw it. I thought it was the art.
Yeah. I mean, the art's good. Those guys are awesome. But for me, it's his narration. It's out there, man.
But why is it
really cool.
called Prophet Brothers?
I don't think... Are they brothers or clones?
But there's Prophet, and then there's Prophet Brothers.
Oh.
Like 2 different books?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Confused me. I think the second volume of Prophet is actually called Prophet Brothers. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that there's a lot of prophets, and they can get like their arms cut off, and it's not a big deal because there's like another prophet like hanging out on another planet. So
That's cool.
yeah, I dig it. Hey Carl, you should republish the link for this thing.
What?
Well, I published it again.
I think I did.
The new link? The one that's going on right now?
I think so.
Oh.
Did you put it up again?
Yeah, I put it up again.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I, let me check here.
I was just thinking, there's going to be days that we're podcasting in here, or Google hanging out, and the wind that comes through that window gets super loud some days.
And
It
you're gonna
sounds really creepy in here.
You're gonna shout wind.
Wind. Hopefully, our love of Lost Boys will rub off on people too.
That's pretty easy to have. Because it's clouds.
Pretty much perfect movie. Pretty much perfect movie.
That's a 10.
So, if you had to number them, 1 through 5, what are your favorite movies, Carl?
Oh God, hang on, let me finish this tweet. That's a big question.
Yeah.
The bomb right there.
Yeah.
You just dropped a bomb on you.
Yep. For me, they're a little bit interchangeable after number 1, the first 5.
All right, so hold on a second. Top 5 favorite movies ever?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Why don't we do one at a time? Like
Okay.
I can't do them in
All
order.
right, do your number. I'll do your number one right now.
I don't have an order. I don't even have a number one.
Oh, you don't have a number
I
one.
can probably give you 5 of my favorites.
Okay. But you don't have a number one, so just start wherever then.
Okay, let me see. All right. Well, actually, number one ever is probably My Neighbor Totoro.
Is what?
Aw.
What'd you say?
My Neighbor Totoro is probably my favorite.
I can't even hear you. What?
My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh, Totoro. Okay, yeah.
Trying to block that out or something?
I don't know. It was another language. I don't know what happened.
It's my faves.
Yeah. Danielle, what's your favorite?
Again, interchangeable, but Phantom of the Opera is up there.
Which one?
Which Phantom of the Opera?
Where are you guys? I've mentioned this before. There's one that was made in the 2000s
Okay.
with Gerard Butler.
Oh, you.
This
love
is your favorite movie?
Gerard Butler, Phantom of the Opera is like your favorite movie?
It's up there.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, hit us.
This is Shining, number one, greatest
The
movie of all time.
Oh my God.
Hence why I freaked out when I saw this sweater and had to have it. I was like,
Silence of the Lambs.
oh, Silence of the Lambs is really good too.
That's a different.
It's not in my top 5 though,
It is for me.
but I think it's in my top 10.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, he's awesome. Carl, what's another one?
Another one. Well, I guess we don't have to limit it to 5, right?
No, not necessarily.
Another one of my favorite movies of all time is Glengarry Glen Ross.
Oh yeah, of course. That's a really good one. My number 2 favorite movie is The Thing.
Yes. That's
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, The Thing is like the best. It's so good. It's really funny. Most of my favorite movies came out in the summer of 1982.
Oh yeah, 82. Like
Yeah.
big year.
So
Isn't that like Raiders?
Yeah. So I've got
Raiders Empire Strikes Back was when
yeah.
80.
So after sort of like number 1, The Shining, and number 2, The Thing, then there's Blade Runner, Road Warrior, and Conan.
Conan, yeah.
Yeah, those are like my top 5.
Okay. Others on my list are Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Also, summer of 1982.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I can't tell which one I like better though.
Yes, you can. It's Wrath of Khan.
I mean, Wrath of Khan's really good. I like the first one though.
Come on.
The first movie's really trippy. It
Yeah,
really
it's
reminds me
cool.
of
It is
2001: Space Odyssey.
trippy and cool, but you know, it's like it's so wandering. It's just like a meandering. I love those characters. Did you ever watch the director's cut of it that came out?
Of the first one?
Yeah.
No.
They kind of tightened it up a bit.
No.
Anyway, Khan's got it all. That's a great movie.
Khan's got it all.
What else? Also, it's a toss-up between Rushmore and the Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh, yeah.
But I lean toward Tenenbaums, which I think is not a popular choice.
I would say that yes, probably most people when they think of his movies are gonna go, oh yeah, Rushmore is the best movie. Like right off the bat, they're gonna say Rushmore is the best one. And yeah, Rushmore is amazing, and Royal Tenenbaums is amazing. But for me, on a personal level, Life Aquatic is my favorite.
Yeah, I've heard you say that.
A lot of people don't like it.
Never connected.
It's the whole. You're taking like all my favorite things. You're taking like Jacques Cousteau and mixing it with like Bill Murray. It's just awesome.
Both of those movies, Tenenbaums and Rushmore, like the first time I watched them, I thought, oh yeah, this is pretty good, and they just got better and better with subsequent viewings.
I like how he kind of just itemizes everything all the time. I think that's my favorite part.
Mm.
Like, you know, when like the scenes even. You know, you remember when you read a comic and there'll be like a panel and it shows everything that's in the guy's backpack.
Yeah.
You know, and then everything's labeled.
Yeah.
It kind of has that same feeling. You know what I mean? Gonna show you everything there. Like, did you see Moonrise Kingdom?
Yes.
Yeah, most people aren't on the Moonrise Kingdom train, but there's a few cool things that I like about it when I watch it over again.
I liked the. I thought it started really strong.
Yeah,
And then it lost me.
yeah. Near the end, it gets kind of whatever, but I like the idea of those Cub Scouts, with all their gear and
Yeah,
stuff
me
like
too.
that. That stuff is really cool.
There's a Lost Boys reference too.
What?
Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts?
No, there's no Cub Scouts in Lost Boys.
No, but Peter Pan.
Well, the whole Lost Boys movie
Oh,
was a
yeah.
Peter Pan reference. One giant Peter Pan reference.
And I saw that a little bit in Moonrise.
Oh yeah. Explain.
Maybe. It's been a while since I've seen it. I will not explain.
So having said that those movies got better with each viewing, I should say that I only ever watched Life Aquatic once and
Oh.
Moonrise Kingdom once, so I should watch them again.
Yeah, you definitely need to watch Life Aquatic again. It's great. Soundtrack is awesome.
It's got that Sigur Rós song at the end.
Yeah. And it has that guy that does all the Bowie covers.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, it's really good. And the scene where Bill Murray takes on all the pirates in his Speedo and a house coat with one gun was pretty to Iggy Pop and the Stooges. That was pretty badass.
It's very Harry Palmer.
Yeah. When I think of, that Bill Murray doesn't have an Oscar, like hasn't won an Oscar yet, it makes me a little bit angry.
I think you'd feel better if you think about the fact that Bill Murray probably doesn't give a shit about the Oscar.
Yeah, you're right. He probably doesn't give a rat's. Or does he?
Who knows?
I don't
Who
know.
knows what Bill thinks. It's pretty great. I just watched Ghostbusters again.
The ghost busting.
Well, after I visited the library in New York, I had to watch Ghostbusters again.
Okay, I've designed a really sweet space room with 0 people in it. This is great.
Now you gotta populate that thing.
And I think it's too dark now to do anything. So, Carl, when you were growing up, were you always reading American comics the whole time?
I mean, as opposed to European stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
I might have some, like,
you read Watchmen and all that stuff when it came out, and
well, yeah, or close to when it came out.
Right.
I read it a bit later.
kind of like in Vertigo's heyday.
Yeah, like I was really into Shade the Changing Man,
Okay, yeah.
like Peter Milligan and Chris Bachalo on Shade the Changing Man, and then Sandman, and what other really big stuff was coming out at the time?
I've actually
was
never
reading a lot
read
of Hellblazer and the Invisibles and all that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't read Sandman yet.
But the thing, I was reading that Vertigo stuff, with equal enthusiasm to what I had for the superhero stuff. Like, it was just a total mixed bag.
Right.
I was basically just consuming anything I could get from, like, Jim Lee and all those Image guys. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And then also reading a bunch of Vertigo stuff. And then, like, reading like trades of Alan Moore's Swamp Thing and V for Vendetta and that stuff.
They have the Alan Moore Swamp Thing stuff over at D&Q.
What, in trades?
Yep.
I have them somewhere, probably at my parents' house.
Oh, you have it here somewhere?
I think they're back in Welland. Uh-oh. Phone call.
Phone call. So, I was just thinking about this, but now your wife can keep track
Hello.
of you too.
Hello.
Editors and wives.
Yeah, editors and wives know where
I'm
you are.
live streaming. My half of our conversation is on the internet right now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. What's up? I could leave the room.
Yep, this is Carl talking to his wife. Live.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Prince, take it easy.
Okay, when do you need it? I'll bring it home tonight, I guess. Okay. No problem. Yeah. I'll bring it home tonight. I'll put it aside right now, because otherwise I'll forget.
What?
Yeah. Okay. See ya. Bye. That was my father-in-law.
Mm. Okay, I'm going to show people my analog little space room so far. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm on the wrong thing. There we are. Here we go. This is the close-up of the room I'm drawing. But there's no people in it. So I got to put people in there. And it's pretty dark, so I might take an eraser and just erase it. I'll still be able to see the drawing underneath. But this thing should be like full of people. Oops. And for some reason, this is the dirtiest eraser I've ever seen.
Everything's here
Gross.
is dirty. Everything is, yeah.
I feel like I've seen it dirtier. Check out these sweet analog computers. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, your drawing is tiny on a little 2 to 8.5 by 11 paper.
Yeah. I mean, I could just leave this and I have the room, and then when I pencil it, put the people in.
That's nice perspective.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, so, but it needs to be full of people for sure?
Yeah, there's like, they're getting onto a ship, so the people should be like in the scene.
Right.
Right. So maybe I will. But if I erase it a little bit, well, I can still see it, right? So I can know where stuff goes when I put the people in.
You know what my favorite part of this panel is, other than the perspective?
What?
It's that it kind of gives the impression that she's in the extreme foreground because her head is overlapping this line.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't make any sense, but it makes it feel like she's popping out of the panel.
What do you call it when if her head was only coming to this line, like it lined up perfectly? That's a tangent, right? We call that a tangent. Yeah, and that's a no-no. You don't want lines to meet weirdly in the middle. That's BS. Watch out for those Zubs. Our show is brought to you by Zubas. They don't know that it's brought to you by Zubas, but it is. It's totally brought to you by Zubas.
Now I'm back over here. At my computer. Like magic.
We're at 7 viewers, and we were at 9. I was like, oh my gosh, 9 people are bored out of their minds.
They knew what they were in for.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys drawing comics.
2 knobs drawing comics. Yeah.
Oh shit, maybe that's the name of our show.
2 knobs drawing comics? It's not bad. I kind of like I Still Believe, though.
Well, it's not very descriptive.
I guess not. We should probably play the song so people understand.
Yeah, let's play it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I have it on my phone still. Let's
I
check
can
it
play
out.
it here.
I can play.
Yeah, play it, Carl.
Hang on a second.
This is why we call this I Still Believe.
It's going to start with some pretty sweet saxophone. I tweeted about this show, but I'm getting more retweets of Brendan's cat photo.
That's because people love cats, man.
Yeah, I can't really blame anyone.
Who's gonna retweet knobs from Congress?
It's
Knobs drawing comics. Yeah.
serious. The internet is run by cats. Accept it.
The internet is run by cats. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to hear this. It's so good.
My mic should pick it up. I'll just turn the microphone around.
Are you singing, Carl?
A little bit.
Nice.
This is our skin, but I still believe, through the pain, through the grief, through the light, through the storms, through the cries, through the wars. Oh, I still believe. Let's see those waves. Don't cover me. Feeling tossed on the waves. When the darkness storms, feel the pain, but I still believe. Still believe. Through the cold, through the heat, through the rain, through the tears, through the crowds, through the tears, I still believe. I still believe. I'll climb this hill upon my knees if I have to. I'll take my place upon this stage. I'll wait till it goes time for you. Like everybody else.
Oh, this is my favorite song. So good.
The streets, the face that I miss, feel like I don't go home. What do I feel? What do I do? But I still
Ivan Brandon's going
believe.
to Edinburgh. And Jason.
Through the morning,
Pretty cool.
through the way, through the years. So we
Like us, in places like this.
we don't know, we can't get. I still believe. I still believe. Oh, I still
This is a picture of Tim Capello. He's from Lost Boys, and he's super awesome.
You're gonna
He is super hot. Like, Tim Cabello's like wicked hot.
Yep.
If I was a girl, I'd be super into that dude.
You already are.
I'm not a girl.
You're already into him.
Yeah, I'm into him, but I'm not a girl. I don't want a relationship with Tim Capello. He's like huge.
But you can admire him from a distance.
Yeah, I can accept him for being like the dude. He's a serious dude.
That is a man.
Yeah, and he's committed to his look, and that's respect right there.
Are we gonna play that song at the beginning of every show? Pardon?
Probably not the whole song, but like part of it.
Just play it until
Like if we get an intro going, like today is still a test, but I mean, like maybe we could figure out ways not to be so dull or something. So Carl, you've been at this since you were 20, right?
earlier.
Earlier. How old were you? 17?
I was 18.
You started when you were 18.
Yeah. I did some really terrible covers for the Green Hornet.
Oh. Who had the license for Green Hornet at the time?
It was Now Comics.
Now Comics. So you were probably around when there was like a ton of publishers.
Yeah, and that's why I got work when I was 18, because there were a zillion small publishers looking for people.
Yeah.
And I certainly wasn't good enough to be working professionally at the time. But I went to one of those, I think it was like the Motor City Con.
Detroit. Yeah.
Showed some samples there, and these guys hired me. Well, Now Comics hired me, and then I did work for a company called Lightning Comics.
Lightning Comics.
Lightning Comics, yeah. Yeah, so it's been a long time. But I think actually I was 18 technically when Now Comics agreed to give me that cover work. I was probably like, I think I was like 20 or something when I first worked doing stuff for Marvel, and it was all like.
Was Marvel first before DC?
Oh yeah, way before. I did some stuff for like their custom comic. They called it custom comics department. It was like licensed, like stuff that came out with toys and things. Like I did
a little bit of that for DC Comics when I first started.
Yeah, it was like stuff like, like a comic. It was a Jubilee comic that I did.
That's kind of cool.
And it was only 8 pages, I think, but it was for like the National Association Against Child Abuse or something like that. I don't remember, something like that.
And Jubilee was like, stop bad touching?
It was like these kids who went to a short story about these kids who went to see some like horror movie and then got into trouble in a mall. I don't know. There was no inappropriate touching in it. I'm not even sure exactly what the organization was.
Yeah, how was that child abuse? Children are supposed to go see horror movies.
Well, these kids were seeing horror movies that were rated for adults.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what you do when you're a kid. You sneak into, like, R-rated movies.
That's a real childhood.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I saw Predator when I was far too young to be seeing Predator. And I think I got in with my dad. I think I went to Predator with my dad. So, I mean, that's still adult accompaniment, but it's Predator. Right?
I think I watched some weird stuff with my dad when I was far too young as well.
But you went to the movie theater?
Not the theater.
He would rent stuff.
I think he made me watch it.
He made you watch?
Well, he put Mars Attacks on it. I was really young.
Mars
That movie's not scary.
It is if you're really young, things are getting zapped in comic books.
I think I was like 12 or maybe 11 or 12 when my stepdad put on The Exorcist.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was really young when I saw The Exorcist.
Oh, that's horrible.
And
I gotta do a comment about that guy.
yeah, I think a couple weeks later I saw The Omen.
What the hell?
So I had a real problem with like Satan movies when I was young. Like when I was super young, I was really like afraid of Satan. So I would make like popsicle sticks and hide them under my pillows and under my bed.
Like
I'd have like,
crucifixes?
I'd have like weapons and stuff under my bed because I was freaked out.
And you still do. You stay.
Yeah, I still have weapons under my bed, but I mean, not like guns. This is Canada.
Nunchucks?
Yeah, like
Obviously, you got
axes.
some nunchucks.
Yeah, a Canadian weapon consists of something that you can either attack a person or a tree.
Yeah, lumberjack gear.
Yeah, I have lumberjack weapons.
That's right. Because Andy's a secret lumberjack.
Yeah,
But it's not that secret.
it's not really that secret. I've felled a few trees in my day.
Hmm.
The secret to cutting down a tree
Yes.
is the secret technique to cutting down a tree is you actually make 3 cuts. There's
Where else can you get this information? What other?
There's, yeah, where else are you going to learn how to cut down a tree but from a comic artist?
And about Carl's history.
Yeah, Carl's
You could hear that shit anywhere.
In the same conversation.
history of comics.
Same conversation. Go on.
Yeah, you cut on an angle on the one side, and then on,
you hit the floor.
yeah.
It's only 2 cuts.
Me hitting you, yeah. There's 2 sounds: me hitting you and you hitting the floor. There's a movie that has that in it that's really funny, and I think he says it's your dick hitting the floor.
Oh.
But yeah, and then on the other side, you chop upwards on an angle, and then
Wait, so the first one was straight horizontal cut?
no, it could not necessarily straight. I would go on an angle upwards, or is it downwards? Upwards a bit, and then on the other side of the tree, kind of like a little bit lower than the cut on the opposite side, you chop in an upward direction a little bit, and then on the above that by like 6 to 8 inches, maybe 10, you chop down on an angle, and you start carving out the tree on that side, and that's how you bring that puppy down.
Mm. I really stopped listening to you,
I sat
and
down also.
I didn't need to because like I know that one day I'm gonna have to do this. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
see, like
pay attention.
it's okay. I'm actually planning after Southern Cross here and the comic I'm doing after Southern Cross. I'm gonna do a sort of post-apocalyptic survival comic for that is the main characters are children and they basically learn how to do all these things.
Like Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, it's like Lord of the Flies, but it's the comic is not only a comic and a story, but also a complete survival guide as to what to do during the end days or when all this is gone, such as electricity and all that stuff.
Like the comic Relish? It teaches you how to cook.
Mm.
Is there a comic called Relish that teaches you how to cook?
I think so.
That's pretty cool.
Or at least it has recipes hidden in it. Or not hidden.
Yeah, mine will have like stuff out of the Anarchist Cookbook, like how to build,
Yes.
like tripwires and deadfalls and
Is
Vietnam War style booby traps.
how
and
is
things.
First Blood not on your list of top 5 movies?
It's in the top. First Blood Part 1 is definitely in the top 10 somewhere. It's just not in the top 5.
You guys didn't say Lost Boys at all.
Oh, Lost Boys is like number 6.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure. Lost Boys may have eclipsed Conan, but actually, no. Who am I kidding? It definitely didn't eclipse Conan. But it's like right after Conan, like immediately after. Definitely my favorite vampire movie.
Yeah.
What about Nosferatu?
Like the original?
No, the Herzog one.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Yeah, that's what Brendan keeps telling me. He says it's amazing. I have to see it. I've definitely seen Andy Warhol's Dracula. That was pretty funny.
Oh my god, what?
Andy Warhol made a couple movies in his day. One was Dracula, and another was Frankenstein.
What?
And his Dracula is really funny. There's a great scene where Udo Kier, who plays Dracula, pours blood into a tub for what feels like a really long time.
It's really awkward.
Yeah, you're like, wow, he's really going at it. Like, this is taking a while.
He's what? He's vomiting blood from
He's vomiting blood into a bathtub, yeah. It's pretty cool, actually, if I remember. I watched it when I was in art school.
Yeah.
Yeah, my professor, Professor Macaulay was like, yeah, let's watch Andy Warhol video movies. I don't remember them having a lot of artistic merit, but I do remember them being, that scene of him puking blood into the bathtub being really cool. Maybe it's not as cool as I think it was.
I'm sure we could look it up.
I do want the link to that Tumblr that you mentioned, Carl.
The Liefeld article?
Yeah.
Oh, well, her Tumblr name is Mercurial Blonde.
I think I can figure that out.
But I don't know where that article is. It was a while ago.
I can do my-
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was eons ago.
Ages ago, it seems.
Ages ago, it seems. I've seen many strange things already. Already wolves chasing me through some blue inferno.
You guys watch Tangled?
Yes, it's really good.
Good.
It's a really good movie.
That one's actually up there for me now.
Well, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
compare to my movies from the 80s, but it's up there.
It's no 80s movie, but I'm glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you know that I had recurring nightmares about the TV film two-parter Salem's Lot all the way up until I was 20, and then I rented it out of nowhere. I'd never seen it before, and I rented it and realized the recurring nightmare came from that movie. So when I was 2 years old or something, I must have seen my parents watching it, seen the scene, been completely like freaked out,
Whoa.
and it just like got into my skull.
You were having a nightmare, you didn't know where it came from until...
Yeah, it was just a crazy nightmare about a kid coming to a window and scratching on the window, and there's
Oh, yeah,
smoke
yeah.
behind the kid, and he's got the crazy eyes, and he's in his pajamas.
That's a really scary scene.
Yeah, it was freaking scary. So I clearly saw it at some point when I was super young,
Wow.
and it freaked me the fuck out. And it wasn't until I actually saw the movie that I was like, oh shit, that's where that came from.
But it probably taught you an important life lesson, which is to never let in things that are floating outside your window.
Oh yeah. When I see children floating outside my window, they don't come in.
Anything floating outside there. Don't
Yeah,
let it
not
in.
a lot of things.
A funny story revolving around this, actually.
The naked ghost from Ghostbusters, if she's floating outside my window, I'd think about it.
No, don't even let her in.
I'd think about it. I know how much you love that scene.
When I was, I don't know, I would have been about 12 or 13, and I was sitting in my house, and I got couple up, and I was watching a really creepy animation,
Yeah.
and there was a little, like, tap at my window. It was pitch black out,
Yeah.
and I opened the curtain
Ooh.
to see two massive eyes staring at me.
Jeez, in the window?
Yeah, Home Alone. So they're
Human eyes?
They're going. They're not human eyes. They're too big. And
Was it a wolf?
My window's too raised for that. So like the wolf could not be that high.
If it was an owl, I'm going to be so jealous.
I like slowly closed the curtain, and that's all I knew to do.
How far away were the eyes?
Right in the window.
Jesus.
Right in the window. And the tapping came again. So I was like, oh my god. And I walked around. And
This sounds like the Salem's Lot.
I
thing.
walked outside. I was that person that did.
What?
Yeah.
You went to go see
I
outside?
went to see outside.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
And
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
my dad's asshole friend riding a horse.
That's what it was?
He was like.
Was it the horse's eyes that you
The
saw?
horse was right in the window.
Oh god.
Yeah, and
Awful.
it was so dark that all I saw was two big glowing eyes.
Wow. Wow, that's a good story, but you get a failing grade for going outside.
I know, I did it.
Yeah, you don't.
As I was doing it,
You're never gonna make it through a horror movie. Never ever gonna make it through a horror movie.
I know.
I did that. There was a test for that I did recently. Whether you were gonna make it through a horror movie.
Like an internet test?
Yeah, like one of those, you
But
know,
until you're
answer
in the
these
situation-
20 questions to find out whether you would survive a horror movie.
It's different when you're analyzing it from a computer and you're in the situation.
No way.
Yeah.
I can honestly say what I would do. Except for if I was drunk.
Well, I don't regret walking
Because
out.
I have no idea what I would do if I was drunk.
Rather than sitting in my house, super scared, I figured out what it was.
I would say sometimes when I'm drinking the next day, I have no idea how I even got home.
That is, I'm sure, yeah.
Like, I wake up in bed, I'm like, no clue. No idea. How did it happen? It's a mystery. And I have to consult my phone or phone my friends to be like, hey, what happened?
Is it usually your friends that have got you there?
No, I don't think they get me home. I think I do this, like, it's almost like I think I'm still conscious and everything.
Ninjutsu.
Yeah, I just, like, get into a cab and immediately go to the corner of my street in Montreal and get 3 cheeseburgers at A&W.
I'm surprised you can work your key while drunk because that key
That's, like, my house key? Yeah, it's
really hard.
There was one morning that I was walking on my block. I was super hungover.
Yeah.
And I would not have been able to deal with this had I been like a couple seconds earlier. A tree would have fell on me because I was walking. And I wasn't really looking, but I looked ahead, looked down, looked ahead again, and within the span of 5 seconds that I had looked down, a tree fell onto the path right in front of me.
Whoa.
And I was like, come on. So yeah, those are things that you shouldn't be hungover for.
Wow, having a tree fall on you would, like,
Yeah.
that'd be the end of it.
Yeah, and I would not have been able to get up, regardless of whether or not I was dead. There was no getting me up if I fell over in the state I was in.
Well, Carl, I'm going to call it on our little show here.
Yeah, we're just going to shut her down for now.
It's 7 o'clock, or 7:20 actually, almost 7:30. And I noticed that Prince is pacing around. Prince, come here. Prince is pacing around like a weasel, so I think he probably is has to go to the bathroom. Come here, buddy. Come on, up, come on.
I think I'm
Oh,
going to
that's
go
nice.
too. I was hoping to
That's
finish
pretty
this
good.
panel, but I think,
How far are you from finishing the panel?
well, like another half hour at least. But
Oh.
I'm kind of ready to go home. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to doing layouts at home. So we should figure out how to get this a little more professional. But this is a good test.
yeah.
Say bye, Carl.
Anyone has any advice or feedback for us?
Like, don't be
Like-
so boring.
Or please stop making these?
Stop looking so ugly.
Oh, apparently my screen's all white. Someone said on Twitter that all you can see is a glaring white glowing screen here.
Oh yeah, your screen is like super white
Someone's helping me
because it's
out.
dark over there.
Um,
So no one can see what you're drawing because it's pure white. It's like you're painting on like the. It's like you're painting on like the window of God.
I guess I'm not spoiling anything.
Yeah, no one can see what you're doing. They have no idea.
I don't know what you're up to.
Yeah. But what was I saying?
I'm not sure what you're saying. What
Oh,
were
I
you
was
saying?
just
We gotta go.
going to say if we can. This virtual studio thing's kind of fun. Maybe we'll have some guests on to chat with us while we draw, and while they draw later. But let us know what the sound quality is like, what the video quality is like, what I can do to actually show this screen, what Andy can do to be more entertaining. Should we give Danielle a microphone? That kind of thing.
It would be really cool if we could show all 4 screens at the same time.
Yeah, that would be cool. There must be like a plugin or something for that. You mean just like a window with 4 screens?
Yeah, one with the drawing tables and one on each of us speaking.
Let's look into it.
Yeah. Because no one can see what we're actually drawing. So if there was 2 screens where you actually saw what we were drawing, that would be ideal.
This camera up. I don't know.
No
what
one
you-
can see what either he was drawing?
Dude, I can.
There, now can you see it a little bit? I'll zoom out.
Yeah, a little bit, barely.
Anyway, that's what I'm drawing. Right now I'm drawing this.
Is your book just children?
Yeah, mostly children. School children.
Carl, where does a grown male that is not a father
Yeah.
get reference of children without looking like a creep?
It's a good question. There, well, I can maybe unplug his headphones. I haven't been referencing,
Yeah, a little bit.
but if you do a search for school kids or boarding schools or whatever, you'll get a lot of kid reference. Kids are all like 13 years old.
Yeah.
Most of my searches are for architecture.
Yeah. Most of the children.
You don't
School
use
children.
Not usually. Oh, someone says 4 screens at once would be awesome. Yeah, it would be awesome. But how? How do you do it, Atelier Muse?
Yeah.
I'm glad it was entertaining for you and hopefully for other people. I think, Andy, I don't find this boring. I think it's super fun.
Okay, cool.
It's no worse
I
than
think if
other
we had 4
podcasts with
screens.
people just talking.
Yeah, I think if we had 4 screens where you actually saw the drawing happening close up at the same time as we're talking would be really rad. And maybe we do it for like 2 hours a week or twice a week.
Well, this
That way
was
we kind of build up
way
stuff
too
we
long.
want to talk about and then just hit it.
We could leave this on all day, but it's, no one wants to sift through this. I guess it'll go on YouTube automatically now?
Yeah.
To your YouTube channel?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. There you go. It's on Andy's YouTube channel.
All right. We're out.
Okay.
Later.
Bye, everyone. Good night.